Okay, so this was all. Everyone, welcome back. And today my video will be on the automation of Internet Explorer. So today I'm going to discuss how you can automate Internet Explorer. So what I will be doing is that I'll be opening Internet Explorer, and then I will be moving to Google.com, and there I will be entering some values in its search box, that input box, and then I'll be clicking that button and you will get the search result. So let me show you what I actually mean. What I will be doing is I will be opening this Internet Explorer, and what I will be doing is uh, um, I'll be typing this google.com, and I will search here for something. I'll be searching for YouTube. Okay, I will search for YouTube, and then let me maximize it. I'll type YouTube here, and then I will press this button. So what I'm going to do is I will be automating this whole process, okay, by using PowerShell. Okay. So before doing that, what I need to do is I will be using the commandlet new object. What it will do is it will make the internet application, that Internet Explorer, into a object. It will convert it into an object, and when it will get converted into an object, we can have different properties and methods which we can use to automate or to do our task. Okay, so let's start. So what I will be doing is I will be using this commandlet new object. Then I'm using this parameter com object, then Internet Explorer dot application. Okay. Now this object will have, since it is an object, so it will have different properties and methods, so which I will be using. So before that, let me store this whole object into a variable. Okay, so let us see what objects and let us see what methods and properties it has by using this commandlet get member. Okay, so I'll be using this commandlet get member, and I will be searching. So we can see that we have these properties and methods associated with us. So the first thing which I will be doing is that since it is running, but it is running in the background, so my first task is to make it visible. So how I can do that? I can do that by using this property visible, and you can see that it has boolean value, you can say. So either you can set it to true or set it to false. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use this visible property, and I will be enabling it. So if you want to enable it, you have to make it true. Okay, so this is true. Okay, so now it has visible, right? It will, when you will run it, now you will be able to see the Internet Explorer. So it is visible now. Now my second task is let me show you what has happened. Okay, so you can see that Internet Explorer is open now. Okay, let me close it. Now once we have opened the Explorer, what I'm going to do is I'll be opening a website. So here what I will be doing is I'll be opening google.com. So for that I'll be using this method navigate. Okay, so I'll be using this method. It is internet dot this here navigate, and then I'll be using I'll be typing here the URL of the website which I want to open. So here what I will be doing is I will be storing this website, in this variable $web or web variable. No, dollar is just to tell the system that it is a variable. So what I will be doing is I will be storing this value, that is this URL, google www.google.com, and I will be mentioning that thing here. Okay, so what now will happen that Internet Explorer will open, and you will see that it will open the Google page. Okay, let me show you what is happening right now here. As you can see, it has opened. Let me open once again. Google page has opened. Okay, so one thing you would have seen that suppose if I open any other website, suppose if I open this one. Okay, so you can see that this thing takes time. Means web pages generally take time to get for the contents to get loaded fully on the website. And if I have to, I have to, if I want to automate the Internet Explorer, what I will have to do is I have to take this into consideration. This is because what happens when a PowerShell script runs. It runs one step by step. So if one condition met, or if one line if one line of the instruction is executed, then it will automatically jump to the next line. Okay, and it will not wait for the for the process to complete, and it will again get to the next line. So in case of web pages, what will happen if if will not take the consideration of the loading of the contents of the web page, is that all of the subsequent commands will fail. Okay, so we have to take this into consideration. So how I can take this into consideration? Here I will be using a while loop, and I will be using the busy property. You can see here uh, busy is a property. So what I will be doing is I will be by using this, what I will be doing is that I will be waiting for the web page to load fully. Okay, so I will be utilizing this property that if it is true, while it is true, just wait for some time. So I can write anything here, but the simple thing is to write start sleep, wait for 1 second, and then again execute the loop. So what will happen that till this property is true, it will be means this while loop will continue. Okay, and once the web page is fully loaded, then this will jump out of the loop. Okay, okay, now this has happened. Now since we have done this thing also, now what we can do is we can start exploring. So what we that each of the web page, they have elements. For example, if I talk of Google, if you can see all this is a web page. This is a web page, and it has different objects on it. Okay, on this web page, for example, this Google will have some will be some property or some methods which will be displaying this thing. And this search button, sorry, this field, input field, will have something in the background. Okay, which where here you will type and something will run in the background. Okay, so each of these web page has something in the background which goes and you see the results. Okay, now our task will be to identify these elements. These are basically elements, so my task will be to identify these elements, so that if I will identify these elements, then I can explore these elements to achieve my goal, whatever I want to do. So how you can identify these elements? So it's a very simple method. just go to this go to the any element which you want to identify. So go and then right click it, and then click here the inspect element. Okay, this will open. It's taking time, so I will be using this option also. Okay, because it is not highlighted. So what happens if you use that inspect element, that it will highlight that element here. So I'm using this one. It is highlighted, but it happens like this. Okay, you can use this method also. So you can see that this box element, sorry, this input box or this box where I'll be entering anything which I want to search will be this. So you can see that it has a tag name of input. Okay, if you are familiar with the with the web page elements, then you would have you would know that what is a tag name. We can classify any element in the web page by tag name, by name, and by ID. Okay, so here you can see that it has a tag name of input. So what I will be doing is I will be searching by tag name input. So what I will be doing, how I can do this is that I can use this. You can see that I will be using this document. Okay, let me first run this. Okay, run the web page, the Internet Explorer, so that um, the internet, the variable internet have something is all is the variable internet will have all these methods and properties associated with it. Okay, okay, it has run now. Let me close it, and then you can see. So you can what I will be doing is using this variable, then document, then this one. Now I'll be using here this document, and then we can see that what things we can use, how we can means what methods or what property we can use in order to specify this Internet Explorer um, to classify the elements, or how we can uniquely identify the elements. Here I can find these elements again by using the get member command. Let's see. Okay. So you can see here that we have a lot of properties and lot of methods here, so which we can use. So what I will be here, what I will be using, I will be using a method called this one. Oh, sorry. I'll be using this one. Okay, I'm using this method, that is get element by tag name. Okay, so I'll be using this method to uniquely identify the inbox. So let's see where this one. And the best part of this is the intelligence, so you don't have to type everything. So since it is a method, and so we can find it in the method section. This all are the method section, so we will find it. You can see now that we have reached here, and this is again I have to go to, okay, here it is, my tag name. Here you can see hmm, so let us identify this element. So I'll be using this option, select inspect element. Okay, okay, it has not started, so I'm now going to click this one. Okay, it is taking some time. Let's wait. Okay, it has now located. It was earlier locating. Okay, so we can see here that we can see here that this is a tag name of input. Okay, so what I will be doing here is I'll be typing tag name of input. Okay. Okay, so let me first clear this whole so that I can show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, so what I have done is that this thing will give me all the elements with the tag name input on the web page. Okay, so let's run it. Oops, something happened. Okay, let me close this browser and run it again, and then it will give you an output. Now you can see that we are getting the output now. So it is giving me everything, all the elements with the tag name input. Okay, so it is okay. Now it has stopped. Now, as you say, you can see that there are a lot of elements with the tag name input. So how I can uniquely identify that this element is has some special, some special identifier or some special parameter with which we can identify. So what I can do here is that I'm going to use this class name of this of this the class name is the second criteria which is going to uniquely identify this input box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the where object. I'm going to first pipe the output of this thing. Okay, this whole expression, and I'll be using a where object, and I will then filtering it with the class name equals the thing which I have copied here, this one. This is the class name. Now what it will do is it will separate this. It will it will now uniquely separate or filter the element, that the input box. So let's see. Earlier it was having multiple outputs. Now you'll get only one output, and you can see here how I can show you that. You can see that name here is Q. Here you can see that name of this input is Q, and you can see also will also see the class name. Class name here is, let me go upside on the top. You can see the class name here. This is the class name. It means that we have uniquely identified that element. Okay, let me store this element in a variable, and name this variable as input. Okay, and let me store everything in this input variable. But let us see what happens. Okay, no problem, we can use this variable. Okay, so let us see that since this is also a object, so let us see what are the methods available with it. Okay, oh sorry, you can see that there is a value property here. Okay, it means that I can enter any value here. So how I'll be entering that value here is by using this property value, and I'm going to search for YouTube. Okay, okay, so let's open the web page and let's see whether, sorry, let's see whether this thing appears there or not. You can see here that it has appeared. Let me put a delay here so that you can see actually what is going on. So I'm going to put a delay by using the command that start sleep and I'm going to put a delay of say 3 seconds or 4 seconds. Okay, and now you will be able to see. See, it has displayed this YouTube. Okay, now my second task will be to identify this button and then to click on it. Okay, so let's do this also. So let's first see how I can identify this button. So I'll be using this thing. Okay, I don't know the exact name of this, but this is used to select element. Okay. Okay, so you can see that we have uniquely identified this element. Okay, and the tag name of this also is name. Sorry, tag name of this is also input. It means we can use this one here. We can use the same expression. Okay, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to store this thing. Sorry, this let this variable be button. Okay, and I'm going to store this thing here. Okay, so let's see. It will also give the same output. It will also give the same output. Earlier I told you that there may be many and there may be multiple elements with the same tag, that is input. Okay, I close it. Let us open it once again. Let me remove this. Yeah. Okay, let me check whether okay. It is, yeah, it is running, and it is displaying all the things with the tag name input. Now I have to use the second filter or second criteria, where I will be using this class name. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, okay, so let us use the where object, and then use this variable, current variable, which we call it, and use this class name equals, which I have copied here. Okay, so let's see whether it uniquely identifies or not. Okay, so let's see the class name here. You can see the class name here, same class name which we have mentioned here. Now let us see whether it has a method to click or not. So how we can do it? By using the commandlet gm stands for get member. Yeah, get member. Okay, so let's see whether we have that click method or not. This is, you can see that we have this uh, we can see here that here we have a click method, so we can click it. Okay, so I'm going to use this click method. Sorry. Okay, and now I can show you what is happening. Let me introduce a delay here so that you will be able to see. Excuse me. So let us introduce a delay here of 4 seconds. So we will see what is happening now. We have achieved our target. We have achieved our goal. Okay, we have automated this. So let's see. Let me demonstrate it. Okay. Okay, so this was all. So this was our main goal. So this was all. This was our main goal which we have achieved. Okay, and I hope you would have enjoyed the video, and if you really like the video, then please subscribe to my channel. And if you have some questions, then please mention in the comment section. I'll be definitely replying to you. Okay, and if you want me to discuss some other topic on PowerShell, then you can also you can mention that thing on the comment box, and I will be definitely answering to your queries here. So this was all, and you can see that how easy it is to do the things or to achieve automation tasks using PowerShell. So it's a very powerful tool. Thank you very much, and give it a thumbs up if you like my video, and again please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.